Welcome to Sensational Views. This is your girl, Sensational. Today I want to talk about Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors. This relationship here is very weird to me. I just refuse to accept their unity. They're supposed to be married, but I just can't see it. Will continue to call her Meagan Good and Jonathan Major and separate the two because the relationship just seems like a PR stunt. That's what it smells like to me. It seems like they got together to improve his reputation. And unfortunately, it's not doing any justice to her reputation. Um, I don't see this now. Everything I'm going to say is all allegedly. I don't know these people. I don't want to know these people. Um, but I just want to look at them instead of as celebrities, but just as regular people. But their dynamic that they have set up, I really don't see it lasting. It seems like the ship is sinking, and it seems like it's sinking faster than the Titanic. Um, these two here, apparently, they've started a apparel line, and it was started the beginning of January. I'm sorry, the beginning of July, but nobody knows about it. So you launch a clothing line, and I haven't heard anybody talk about it. Okay. So I wanted to be nosy, so I went over there and checked out the website. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I have no interest to buying anything that they're selling. Um, I mean, Jonathan Majors, his whole background is very fresh. I'm not going to forget that he was, in court. I'm not going to forget the text messages that they showed. I'm not going to forget the recording that he was on. So he has a past, and it's to me, it's abusive. Um, and those type of people don't change. So I'm not going to support a allegedly abuser. Okay, and unfortunately, Meagan Good is tied up with it, so I can't support her either. Um, so I went over here to this the website is called Honor Culture. Um, and yeah, if you want to check it out, go ahead. But I got some screenshots for you so you can see yourself. Uh, yeah, I don't even believe the dogs that they have on here. I don't think those are their dogs. Look like rented dogs to me. But yeah, I went over here and checked out the clothing. Hit shop, and they don't have anything to buy. It's pre-sale. Let's see. Yeah, they only have 3 items on here for sale. And that's a captain hat for $50 and sweatpants and a hero hoodie. I mean, what does this guy think he is? Chris Evans? You name these captain and hero. Who's the hero? You ain't saved nobody. It should be called destruction. But anyway, and then if you take a look at this stuff, look at the sweatpants. I don't know about you, but I would not want my man with no sweatpants that looks like that. It's all saggy in the back. I don't think so. And then the price. $130 for a sweatpants, $170 for a hoodie, and a $50 hat. Who's going to buy this? I really want to know who is going to buy this mess. And y'all are supposed to be actor and actress. If you're doing so well in being an actor and an actress, you don't have time to be launching no clothing line from the ground up because you have too many gigs that's going on. The only time you see actors and actresses do this type of stuff is when they link up and partner with other brands, or they do a commercial, and that's it, and they're moving on. This tells me that these two have time on their hands because Jonathan Major don't have no job. And this poor girl is sitting up here. She got this bum as a husband in our home, and they came up with this bright idea to start a clothing line that's not going to sell. Trust me on that. This is not going nowhere. This guy wants to act, and I'm sure she wants to act as well. But he has a bad reputation, and I'm sorry. How the entertainment field go, they're not checking for Jonathan Majors at this time. It's too fresh. The same way I'm looking at him, every time I look at him, all I can see is the video of him running up and down the streets of New York, away into his ex-girlfriend. And it was too public, him being in court and going to trial. It seemed like it was yesterday. And then it just kept playing out and playing out and playing out. It was too long and too fresh. And then the whole redemption thing with him, and then Ayana fixed my life and all that other stuff, and him crying and all this stuff. It's too much. Now, maybe it would have been more acceptable if he would have had, like, maybe he got caught drunk driving or something like that, and maybe had a little charge, went to jail, had a little mug shot, and that was like a quick fast news in and out. Then they probably will overlook it, but this was too much. And so Hollywood, they're not going to be picking him for anything, no any blockbusters coming out soon. He was in that position at one time, but not anymore. They already found somebody to replace him. Since Damson Idris, is that how you correctly say his name? But he is the new lineup for up and coming actor. That's who's going to replace uh Jonathan Majors, because he's already playing in the F1 movie that just came out. Yeah, they don't need Jonathan Major no more. For what? So it looks like these two couple, the money is, looking funny because it's all on her and it's drying up. Meagan Good don't have to line up for herself. Now, if she wasn't partnered up with him, then she can probably make some moves and you know, do something on her own. Because first, when I did see them come across on my feed, and I thought they were going to try to do a cooking channel or sell some meal plans, and I wouldn't be surprised they don't try that as well. But yeah, she could do like Hello Fresh or anything like that. Any type of apparel on her own. But since she's attached to this guy, nobody don't want to take that on. Nobody want to attach themselves with that because it has a bad past with Jonathan Major. So this guy here, he used to having these mega roles. He no longer has it. He's in the lingering in the line of basically kind of falling in the Tubi line, or uh, the line of Tyler Perry type movies. Because I won't be surprised Tyler Perry don't pick him up next to be in his movies. And don't nobody want to be in the Tyler Perry movie. Those movies are horrible, to say the least. Sorry, but no. And that's gonna bruise his ego, because for somebody who goes from being, you know, your star is rising to your star is falling, and now you featured in the Tyler Perry movie or going to Tubi, he can't even get picked up from a Netflix movie or a Apple series. So that's gonna bruise his ego. And guess what? Nobody's telling that Meagan girl, you in trouble. He's a ticking time bomb. He has a pattern of putting his hands and feet allegedly own women. And I will never forget. And just hear me out on this. I am not calling anybody a gorilla or a, but I just want you to listen to how my mind thinks. When I was a little girl, I visited the zoo, and I remember there was the gorillas was in the little platform, and they had the little cave type dwelling that they were in to go in, cool off. And we were, going on a field trip, and we were outside of their corridor, and the male gorilla would come out or whatever. And the boys that was on the other side, they were teasing the gorilla. And I think they were like throwing little gum wrappers or something at the gorilla. Anyway, because it wasn't the new style I guess exhibit where it was like enclosed. It was open. Um let's just say that exhibit doesn't exist anymore because that was a lawsuit waiting to happen. But anyway, they were bothering and teasing, antagonizing the gorilla. I remember the zookeeper came out and told the students, don't do that, because what's going to happen is he's getting mad and he's getting upset and he really wants to get active with you, but he's not able to grab you and do what he wants to do to you. So what he's going to do is he's going to go back into the cave and he's going to beat up the female. Okay, so same thing with this Jonathan Major guy. If he has a past of doing this, okay, if he's not getting any type of gigs, acting gigs anymore, and his career is drying up all the way down to him probably getting these little uh D list type films on Tubi, his money's drying up. He has obligations of child support and trying to take care of himself and everything. And it's all on Meagan. Okay, Meagan, you in danger, girl. It's a ticking time bomb. He's going to take it out on her eventually. And because the way she got in the relationship and all the information, she already knew what she was dealing with, it's going to be one of those things that we're not going to find out until way later on. So a couple of incidents is going to happen. And the only way we'll probably find out is it's on TMZ because the police been called. Okay? But yeah, it's going to get real strenuous and stressful around there if they're back in or what they're leaning on is this clothing apparel. Well, this is kind of all I have to say about these two. Let me know what you think about this relationship with Jonathan Major and Meagan Good. Do it seem like this is something, a real relationship? Does it seem like it's gonna be for the long haul and they're gonna ride off in the sunset? Let me know if you have a different opinion about it and leave it in the comments. But other than that, I'll catch you hopefully on some better news. Other than that, until next time, I got things to do.
Let's go! Hurry up, get the news. Hurry up, I have things to do. This is just my sensational view.